Hey everybody, Joe Lowry, what a day, and my guest at this time is no stranger to the Squared Circle. You've seen her on Impact Wrestling as well as AEW Dark, taking on the likes of Ty Conti, Red Velvet, Big Swole, Anna Jay, Nyla Rose, just to name a few. She's a model, a social media influencer. Let's give a warm what a day welcome to the lovely, talented, and beautiful, the Pink Dream, Alex Gracia.
Hi, Joe. What a day.
There you go. Awesome. Now, real quick, you graduated from Texas A&M, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
you did some
correct.
journalism. You did, I'm reading your resume here. You were a sports reporter, radio host, all that good stuff. One day you decided to just say, hey, forget that. I want to go into wrestling. Tell everybody out there, how'd that come about?
Well, it was kind of like the opposite. I was like, let's forget wrestling and just go to college and do all this other stuff. So that's kind of like how I ended up there and just started like pursuing what I thought was asked of me.
What was expected and all that stuff, right?
Yes. Yes. You're just like, got to go to school, got to get a job.
Yep. That's the American dream, right? Got to get married, have a white picket fence, all that good stuff. So I get all that. Now you've done radio hosting, all that good stuff. Do you find maybe somewhere down the line you could probably combine the two and become like an announcer or something like that, or wrestler, or both?
Well, so like I actually, when I started my wrestling career, like before I had my first match, I was doing ring announcing, and I was just kind of doing that just so I could get myself out there before and people could get a little familiar with me before I actually like did some matches. But I mean, I think all those skill sets that I was able to like learn and stuff during school and during post-college, I think has helped a lot.
Right. That's really good. What did you major in at Texas A&M, by the way? Was it journalism or? It's
telecommunication and media studies. And then I had a minor in sports management.
Nice. Yeah. So that's really cool. I mean, I had Brian Pillman on, and, you know, I don't know if you know his story, but he went to college, became a 9-to-5er, and his big thing was, you know, sitting at the end of a bar at the end of the day. He's like, I don't want to be your average Joe. And that's what made him change his mind. So it's great to hear those stories and so forth. The Pink Dream. You love pink. I get it. How did that concept all come about?
Yeah. So, I mean, I've always liked the color pink. Like even when I was younger, and kind of tried to like deny it about myself too. Like as I got a little older, because I played like sports, and so I would kind of get like teased a little bit for like being so girly. But yeah, when I was just like coming up with like designing like my first set of gear and all that, and I didn't know where to start, like everyone I trained with was like, well, you wear pink every day. Like I wouldn't expect anything else. So I just kind of like took that and ran with it. And
I love it. I love the concept.
You gotta wear what you want to wear.
I don't know if you noticed, but you're all in pink on the slide here. So if you can see it, I'm like, oh, she likes pink, so let's do that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Did you watch wrestling growing up by any chance, real quick, or did you know of it?
Oh yeah, definitely like knew of it. I didn't watch it consistently. Like a lot of people around me, as far as like friends and family, were very big into it, but like my life was softball growing up. Like that was my first love. That took all my life. Like I was training 6 to 7 days a week. Like all I wanted to do was like go to the Olympics, and that was like my main focus. I'm like, I'm meant to be a professional softball player. Like that was my whole mentality when I was younger. Like that was my dream.
What position did you play in softball?
Pitcher and outfield.
Nice. My daughter was a pitcher in outfield. That's so funny. Yep.
Yeah.
She was a 3-sporter: volleyball, basketball, softball. So I thought she would definitely go to college for volleyball, but she ended up going for basketball. Go figure that one. So
she did?
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. So she's doing well. I like to ask those kind of questions because people transcend. I mean, some people grow up at wrestling and they get right into it. Some people say, I just had a guest on the other day. They didn't get into it like 2 or 3 years ago, and boom, there they are. So you never know how the paths cross. So didn't know if you knew this or not, but I like to do things a little bit different here. So at What a Day, we have a creative way to get to know our guests. It's kind of like a word association game. So I'll ask a short question. You just tell me the first thing that pops into your mind. So
these games scare me.
No, it's not. It's fun. Trust me. SoCal Val loved it. Everybody loved Candace. Everybody. They love this stuff. So it's real easy. So we'll start off with some easy ones. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Alex Gracia. Here we go. Favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza. I love pizza. What kind of pizza? Any cheese or?
Just pepperoni.
Really?
Just give me a classic pepperoni and I'm happy.
Where's the best pizza you ever had?
Oh man, that's kind of hard to say. I've had really good pizza in New York.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's like, yeah, that's probably the best I've had.
I was in Times Square a few months back. I ate at this place, Joe's, best pizza around. Awesome. He actually flies his pizza to like other states. People call
oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Crazy. Love it there. So, all right, how about your most embarrassing moment?
That's like hard to say. I feel like I have a lot of embarrassing moments.
Give me one. Tell the viewers.
One. So like I used to play the piano when I was younger,
wow,
and I was super
right.
super shy. And I had a piano recital, and my parents like convinced me to do the recital. They're like, if we get you like a new dress and shoes, like, will you do the recital? And so I was like, yeah, I'll do them if you give me a new dress and shoes. But like,
wow.
So I went and like did my song, and I was done. And I was so proud of myself. And as I like walked back, and like these places are super quiet.
Oh yeah.
And so like as I was walking back to my seat, I like tripped, and like my elbows hit the chair, and it just caused like this big old scene. And everyone's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm never doing that ever again. Like it was just so embarrassing. So
little did you know that was your entrance into pro wrestling. That's like right there, right? That's your first bump. You can call
yeah.
There you go.
Little did I know.
All right, I got to ask this one, but you never know. Your favorite color?
Yeah, I'd have to say pink.
All right, a lot of people like this question. Besides wrestling, if you could be anything or anyone for one day, what would it be? Doesn't have to be a person, or it could be anything or anyone, or
maybe J-Lo.
Really? Okay. So
just because like she like has like such great rhythm, and I feel like I'm a very like uncoordinated person, and she seems like she's so coordinated that I'm just like, that would be nice to like be graceful like that for a day. Like she just seems like she's so graceful and smells like gold.
You must be a little bummed out about her and A-Rod.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
I don't want to hear it.
Usually when it makes the headlines, when it gets this far, there's something going on, but you never know. You never know.
I don't know.
All right, Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Wow, there you go. You're the first one I think that says Pepsi. Awesome. Have you ever been on a blind date?
No, I don't believe so. Not where it was like, I don't know the person.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so since it's Easter time, marshmallow peeps. You know those marshmallow peep candies?
Yes.
Do you eat them or give them away?
Give them away.
Oh my God, nobody likes those things. I swear to God.
No.
Wow. Now, I obviously you've traveled in your wrestling career and so forth. You've been in and out of airports. What's the strangest thing you've seen on a flight, on an airline?
The strangest thing on a flight.
I've seen some crazy things. I mean, but what's the craziest?
No, I'm like, I've had to have seen something that was like off. Unless like things just become normal.
I know, really. Point. Don't dare say someone wearing a mask, because that's like normal now.
Yeah, that's normal.
You can say it. Somebody picking their nose. I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff.
I don't really know, like, a crazy thing on a plane. I can't think right now. Okay, I don't know.
That's good. That's okay. Shoes, sneakers, or barefoot? Which one?
Sneakers or barefoot? Sneakers.
Shoes, sneakers, or barefoot? I choose three. So, like, you pick one. One over the other.
Sneakers?
Sneakers? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Where would you rather be? On a warm, summery, sultry beach, or a cabin hideaway, wintertime, all that good stuff?
On the beach. I hate the cold.
All right. Awesome. And the last question, this one won't hurt at all. What are you good at that nobody knows, but you'd like everybody to know?
I haven't, like, done it in a while, but like I told you, like I played the piano, but like I played the saxophone too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
I was when I was younger, I was pretty good, but I stopped playing because I just ended up focusing all my time back in softball. But everyone kind of knows the softball thing now.
Yeah.
But
do you still play softball? Do you try to do you throw the ball around a lot? Because I do that a lot too with my daughter.
No, but I really want to. Like I've been having this like craving to go to the batting cages.
Yep.
And I think like it'll just be like, oh, this just feels good. Like how some people just want to like box and hit a punching bag. Like I want to like go hit a softball with a bat. Like that's my thing.
Yep. Now, obviously, you played fast pitch, correct?
Yes.
Right. So I don't think a lot of people know that the difference between men's baseball and women's softball is more of a defensive thing more than offensive. You know what I mean? I mean, the fast pitching, I mean, some girls I know pitch 60 miles an hour and, you know, with the closer mound, that's almost like 100-mile-an-hour fastball did. So it's very tough. A lot of people don't know that about softball, but
when I was in high school, I got to like 61 average fastball. Nice.
That's good.
So I love that. But they would just tell me, because like the faster you pitch the ball, if someone hits like a line drive back at you, like they would say like, oh, it's like the capacity of an elephant stepping on your head. So it's like, you're just like, oh my gosh, if I don't have reflexes, I'm going to die.
It was funny. I was coaching my daughter's high school team. I was assistant coach, and we had this girl. She was very fast. Couldn't hit, couldn't do anything, but she was very, very fast. I said, why don't we do this? Why don't we get her to, you know, ball 4, have her run to first, but then have her keep going and see what happens. And it was like clockwork. Every time she walked, she would pretend she was walking, and she'd bolt it. And she'd go right to second base. And by the time the ball got back to the pitcher, she was on second base. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but you got me talking about softball.
Like when you're fast like that, like, girl, you just got to learn how to bunt.
Yeah, that's what it was too.
Just learn how to bunt.
Yeah.
And then it's like getting your own base like all day. You probably have the best batting record.
Unless you're a natural and you're taught. Some kids, you know, play softball just to be around the girls and all that, and some of them couldn't hit at all. Like it couldn't even square around to bunt. But this one, she was kind of short. So, you know, getting a strike over there, the ump would always fall for it. No, ball four, and she would just take right off. So that was kind of fun. Awesome.
Oh, I miss it.
All right, back on track now. All right, so what's next for Alex Gracia? What's going on? The pandemic seems to be lifting in some states and so forth. I see a lot of indie shows coming up. What's on tap for you?
Yeah, like I just want to get back out there. I think like I had so much motivation and like optimism like at the beginning of 2020, because I had like a whole year full of things that I was like, oh, this is going to go great. I have things lined up. I had things to work for. I had goals, and a lot of that just got scratched.
Yeah.
And luckily, like by the end of the year, like I'm so thankful that I was able to kind of end the year in a high, I would say, especially from like where I was and like what I thought was going to happen last year.
No, not alone. You're not alone in that boat. Everybody had plans, and everything just got totally shut down. So but we seem to have turned some corner with the vaccine and all that stuff. And, you know, I see a lot more shows popping up. A lot more people are contacting me. I did ring announcing on the side. People are looking for, you know, things are happening again, which is good
it's
to see.
exciting. I think it's gonna like everyone's gonna be like so happy. Like I think just starting to like go to shows again, and they feel like more at ease, especially like I'm being very like specific and picky with like if I do work in indie show, like that they are taking like good precautions. That it's like, okay, everyone like feels safe, and I feel safe going there. So
it's gonna take a good year or two to get out of that bubble, but I'm pretty sure we're on the right track. So
we're doing a lot more now than we were a year ago.
That's right. So we were locked down. Actually, today was day 1 of lockdown. I'm in Boston, so we were locked down. St. Patty's Day, they closed everything.
Wow.
Imagine that. So we were shut down, and I think the rest of the country followed suit after that. So unbelievable. Now, I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't mention this. Last night, AEW Dynamite, Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, social media by storm. That match. What are your thoughts on that match?
I think it's amazing. I think it's a step in a very positive direction. It's like not just for women, but for wrestling in general. Yep. And I think it's super exciting. And like, I mean, just knowing Thunder Rosa personally, like she's been there around me since before I even had my first match. And so like I've seen like where she even was when I started to where she is now, and
Right.
vice versa. But I know how hard she works and like everything she stands for, and like she's never been someone that's like lied about who she is or tries to.
Yeah, she's very down to earth. I know Mel too, Thunder Rosa. We do some work with Mission Pro and all that, and the girls are great, and she is multi-talented. I mean, I saw it before. That match last night, obviously off the charts. Nobody expected it. Thank God there were no spoilers going around. I hate it when things like that happen, but that took the world by storm. I think there's people still watching that match today, a day later, and going, "Oh my God!" So they definitely raised the bar. Do you feel motivated by that? Will you, get in there next time and up the game a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'm always motivated and always like excited. Like it, and I try not to. I see. There's been a lot of things that I've seen like in women's wrestling that I think like have been very motivating and inspiring. But I try to keep myself like down to earth and not like compare myself to to like other people's paths and like what other people are doing, and just like focus on like, okay, how can I get better, and like how can I make this like my story and inspiring like in my journey. And I know like it'll happen for me the way it's supposed to happen with the things I'm supposed to do. So it is like very inspiring just to see other people like accomplish things that they worked really hard for.
Right. Well, you're very talented. I've seen you in the ring. Thank God for social media, because I haven't been to a live show in a year. You're very talented. I've seen your matches on AEW Dark. You have it. You have the gift. What you do with it is totally up to you. But I see nothing but a future for you. Let's segue that in. I see that you do a lot of modeling as well. I see that online all the time.
Not as much. I wouldn't call it as much modeling as like, I just need some content. Hey, can you take some pictures for me?
Well, they're damn good pictures. Let me tell you, they look professional.
I'm lucky to like have people I know that are photographers and stuff, because I think that it's just all goes like, it's very important to like invest in your brand, and all that. And
it's true. Yeah, I totally agree. And of course, we all know you have been verified on Instagram. I know you were excited about that.
Yeah, it was more like, I did that all by myself.
That's good. You should be proud of that.
That's why I was pumped.
every little bit helps. It's like making your bed in the morning. You at least accomplished one thing today, right?
Yeah, and it was so unexpected. And I was like, oh, wait, what's happening?
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check in with WhattaDay. Can you just tell the fans a little bit how they can reach you on social media in case they don't know?
Yeah, so Twitter and Instagram, I'm at Aew'S3, and then my website is aew'sgracia.net, and I have a pro wrestling tees also. So pretty easy,
Awesome. Any other AEW performances coming up that you know of? Are you still on the radar?
I don't know. That's a good question. I was going to ask them the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll give Tony a call for you, because you got to get back on there. I see a lot of potential there. So you are very good in the ring. I like what I saw. So, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. And do you have a message for your fans at all?
I would just say just keep staying positive and keep supporting others, and just know that it's like things are going to get better for sure.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Aew'S Gracia. You've seen her on Impact, AEW Dark. And you're going to see a lot more of her in the future. I can guarantee you that. So thank you so much for joining WhattaDay.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. I'm Joe Lowry. What a day.